This character started as a pencil sketch, and in this video, I turn it into a fully playable game character. Not just a model, playable. I'll show you the entire pipeline: drawing, modeling, texturing, rigging, and Unity setup. If you're an artist who wants to make characters you can actually control, this is for you.
So I've been creating a lot of these characters that I'm gonna create right now. So I'm gonna just let's very simple character. Let's make it a ideally drawing in T-pose would be a little bit better. If you can't draw in T-pose, you can make symmetrical later, but it's gonna help. It will make a little bit of your life a little bit easier. Okay, later. All right, shoes. T-pose, but don't need to be extremely perfect. Okay. Let's draw the boots. I created a series of characters like this, and soon will be available for you guys to enjoy. That's a series I called Happy Fruits. The arms here and the hands, what I'm going to be doing with the arms and the hands is I'll draw the arms and I will draw the hands open. That's going to help me a little bit later, because I can turn the hands. I also can draw perfectly symmetrical later by after I create the character in 3D. I can just delete one of the hands and one of the arms and just copy and paste the same arm. But I'm gonna just do the entire character like this, because we're gonna transfer to a software, and the software needs to recognize the entire character with all the parts, 2 legs, two arms, and it needs to be sort of symmetrical. Okay. All right. That's pretty okay. Eyes, mouth. Okay. I think that the arms was too high. It can be. I will fix that later. All right, cool. So this is a strawberry character. So just make a little bit stronger like this. A little bit stronger. Right there. A little bit of and the eyes right here. The mouth. And the legs. With the shoes. So it's not very symmetrical, no problem because of that. There you go. Not very symmetrical, but that's pretty fun. And then some, because that's a strawberry character. Right there, pretty fine, right? All right, so this first part is done. Little strawberry character. Now we're gonna get this character here. We're gonna digitalize it. That's what we're gonna do now, okay? All right, next what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just take a picture of it and I'm gonna transfer it to a software, to Adobe Illustrator. And in Illustrator, I will make it digital. You can just do directly any image generator to color your project. I usually like to use Illustrator to vectorize some of my projects. All right, I'm in Adobe Illustrator right now. I'm gonna just be working with this software. And I will, as you can see, I'm just about cropping right now. I'm not giving it any tutorial in Adobe Illustrator, but again, you can use any software that you want to vectorize or to make this image digital, okay? So I'm just gonna go there very quick. And I'm cropping the image and I will make this image here. Let's see, let me make this image a sketch. Let me see silhouette, how that's gonna work out. If you'll be pretty decent. Oh, it's all black out. Let's go to sketch arts to see if you do the job decently. All right, not too bad. I'm gonna just add some colors here very quick. I'm gonna create a different layer. I'm gonna just add a few colors later. I'm gonna work with an artificial intelligence software just to help me out a little bit, okay? Let me see. I just got some images. Let's get it red. Oh, the red's not good for, yeah, you wanna work with Photoshop, that would be better. But let's just go with this. Yeah, Photoshop's always better for painting. There you go. Just like this, you will do the job to create digital image. Green, right there. Whoops. All right, let's start with green. Right here. It's red right now. I'll change to green in a second. Right there. All right, green, just green. They're supposed to do this green too. That's good. The legs, I'm gonna do red too. Should have done the legs red. All right, so my character is done. I just used artificial intelligence software to recreate this character in a different style based on other characters that I created. So I was just gonna open so you guys can see how it turned out. Turned out pretty decent, pretty nicely. So this is the 3D image of the character now, the rendered in artificial intelligence software. Yeah, it's turned out pretty nice, exactly like I wanted. I've done these characters before. I did not create the eyes with the white shining spot, but that's just fine for this. All right, so the next step is actually get this character, this three-dimensional character, and render this 3D model. Again, 3D model is not very perfect, but they will do a pretty decent job. Okay, so that's our next goal now. All right, so I have the file here. I saved the file. Looks really, really, really great. Again, from my drawing into this, it's turned out pretty decent. All right, so let's just go ahead now into another software to actually create this as a 3D object. Okay, all right. See you soon there. I decided to come here to the software called Studio Tripod 3D, studio.tripod3d.a, because when I export the file, it comes with the texture with all the materials, which the Microsoft one did not come. So let me just upload the character again into this. I'm gonna generate. It comes with, I have 205 credits. I'm gonna just generate this character just to see how the quality is gonna be. I have multiple characters here. To the other 3D characters that I created. So let's see here how things gonna be with this one. Okay. So it's creating. This is a free software. You can go online. Again, it's called Studio Tripod 3D.ai. Really, really good online software. All right, this turned out pretty nice compared to, let's see here, compared to the Microsoft one. Really, really, really nice. The 3D model look like really, really great. So what I'm gonna do here is, yeah, it turned out really solid, really, really beautiful. Very nicely symmetrical. So what I'm going to do in this one here is I'm going to export, because this one exports with the materials. So I'm going to choose a format, and I usually like to export as FBX or OBJ. So I'm going to go ahead and export as FBX. All right, for Blender, Mixamo. I can go here with Mixamo. Okay, just a Mixamo here. And I'm just going to export. It's creating the object, the character. Alright, great, just downloaded. I'm gonna open the character here in Cinema 4D. As I shared that I would do that. So let's just go to Cinema 4D. Alright, so I just just dragged the 3D model into Cinema 4D software. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just rotate the hands, because for 3D modeling, a T-pose, the hands need to be rotated. So what I'm going to do is I will just select my object. I again, there's a lot of tutorials in Cinema 4D. I have a lot on my channel. Please feel free to take advantage. So I'm just going to select the hands, and I'm gonna let me see here. I'm just gonna go ahead and find a different view here, so I will know what is the best way to rotate. So I'm just gonna go ahead here, and I'm gonna rotate the hands, both hands, very nicely. 90 degrees. Wait, this is 91 degrees. Let me see. There you go, 91. Very nicely. Let's go back again and slowly see if we can get 90 from here. Okay, 9. Only 91 was a pretty decent 90.1. Don't need to be perfect. There you go, perfect 90 degrees. Perfect. So I'm just gonna save. Okay, I'm gonna actually export this as export. I'm gonna export as FBX again, and I want to make sure that I have, there's versions, geometry, triangulate, animation, tracks, joints, materials, option. Okay, that sounds good, everything here. Okay, and I will just write strawberry. Okay, strawberry. Okay, and I'm gonna save in my desktop. And the next stop is gonna be Mixamo. Okay, because now we're gonna rig this character, and then from there we're gonna go to Unity Engine. All right, so let's go there. Let's go to Mixamo. All right, so here we are in Mixamo. I've been using this software for a very long time. That's an Adobe online free software for rigging. You just have to have an Adobe account to log in into this and upload your characters. I have a character here, but I'm gonna upload that one that we just fixed it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead here, upload. I can upload FBX, OBG, and zip. So I'm just gonna go ahead very quick, select my character, upload it. Just be aware that if your character, the geometry is too much of a geometry or it's too big of a file, you will absolutely not be able to upload the Mixamo. It can be a very picky software, so just don't be surprised, okay, if you're getting a lot of error. Also, if your character has, it's not, it needs to be a little bit symmetrical, otherwise you're not going to be able to work with your character. So just be aware of that. It needs to look like a little bit of a human or humanoid body. It cannot just be a character without hands or arms, or you're not going to be able to rig into the software. Okay, so let's just switch a little bit, and then we just to process the character, and we're going to continue. So you'll see the next steps. All right, not too bad. That's some little bit defected here, and when I rotated the hand, but it's not too bad. I mean, for sake of tutorial, I mean, not much time to do this, but easy fix. Just to make a little bit of time. But moving forward, just click next here. When you see next, there's a little image here as a reference to help you to put the chin, wrists, elbows, knees, and groin where it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to start with the chin here. So there's also this check button that says use symmetry, because my work is very symmetrical. My model is very symmetrical. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to leave this checked. Okay, if your project is not overly symmetrical, just don't use this. Okay, so I'm going to go to wrists. Got the wrists here, elbows here, knees, and groin, which is right here. Okay, all right, so really good. When I have this done, I'm gonna go ahead and click next. Now as you can see, my model was rotating pretty decently, and in about 2 minutes it will be fully rigged, okay, and ready for us to take this model into Unity software. Okay, all right, so let's wait a little bit. If you don't have any experience with Unity, I have some really great videos that show really step by steps how to install the Unity engine for you to create some really great projects. Okay, please look at some of the videos in the channel. I just recently created a few videos how to install it. Okay, all right, I'm using this version of Unity here, 6.3 right now. That's the version that I'm using, working with. I mean, just play with different unit, but that's a version, one of the latest version available. Okay, I'm gonna go to project, new project. I'm gonna choose this scene here because this, this sample, because it tells me this is a high definition 3D sample. Walk through a high definition. So meaning walk through, it means that it has already a player controller that I can use as a walking component. So it's pretty set for me, the scene with a player controller already. Okay, so it's gonna help me to put my 3D project there. So it has all the scripts, it has everything there. So I'm just gonna go ahead, rename my project to Morango game, which is strawberry game. It's called Morango game, Portuguese. And then I'm gonna just go ahead, I'm gonna click in create. Just doing some cleaning up here. So the engine is working, is opening right now. It's gonna be very quick. Computer is a pretty good, powerful computer that I'm working with a Mac Book Pro 2024 and Pro 4 chip, and it's a pretty decent computer, do a really good job. Just got this computer to do some work. So again, if you're new to Unity, please download some of the versions of Unity and install in your computer. That will help you creating a lot of good projects. Okay, that's a good engine to learn from. Relatively easy, free, you don't have to pay for. So that's kind of pretty much. All right, just as loading my scene right now is being loaded. There's a lot of scripts, it's a high definition, so you got to have a little computer that can handle some graphics, and that's kind of pretty much. All right, so this is, you don't need to do anything here. I mean, you always can go over here, but you don't need to do anything here for now, especially if you're new. You're not losing anything by doing this. Okay, just close the window. All right, right here you have two tabs, right? Scene and game. Just to test out the scene, you already have the player here on a scene. So I'm just gonna click play and use my the hours of my keyboard to actually walk on a scene. Okay, the space key to jump. So you already have everything loaded here for you. Now our goal is to change this character and use the character that we created, that we developed 3D in Mixamo. Okay, so we're gonna put the character instead this one here. Okay, so what you're gonna do now is you're gonna grab the character. I mean, you can create a folder here, but you don't need to. I like to create folders, but I mean, you don't need to do that. Just select assets. Don't put it in the package. Okay, assets. Again, you can click with the right button, create a folder, and add your 3D character there inside, but we don't need to do this now for sake of time. I'm gonna go ahead and I will get the mesh, whatever you created from Mixamo, whatever came from Mixamo. Okay, you created the 3D character, the materials, whatever came from there. Select everything and put that inside of your in the assets here. Again, you can create a folder, but you don't need to. Okay, go ahead and drag everything inside of the assets folder into Unity, so you can see everything's here. Okay, I say this because all the materials, meshes, everything is here. So when you click in your character is actually with the color already. Okay, so it's very important. Okay, drag it everything. All right, so I have my character here, and now we're gonna find that we're gonna find this player here. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the scene tab, go to controllers, I'm gonna drop down menu here, third person controller. I'm gonna click 2 times. So let's see here. So on this third person controller here, I have this. I have here. When I click on the drop down menu, there is a camera available here. There's a player that follows a camera. There's a player armature. This player armature is the character, okay? But you need to come, and you can see here that when you select this player armature, there is the armature avatar started as set third person. Keep this in mind because you're gonna be working with this, okay? So this is gonna be very, very important for you. So keep this section in mind, okay? All right, so player armature there. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna go here, open this player armature. You see there's a player camera root, geometry. What we're gonna do is we're gonna uncheck this geometry here, okay, in a second, okay? So what we're gonna do now, you're gonna select your character, really pay attention, okay? Select your character, go into rig, see rig here, is a generic, click a generic and go to humanoid, and then after you go to humanoid, you're gonna click apply, okay? All right, so okay, so you apply here, there is an error, okay, into this character, so we're gonna figure out what that is. So there's an error, you see invalid avatar reconfiguration, there's missing few things. So I'm gonna go ahead and I can go to console here and see what's missing. So required human bone head. So in my rig, it did not come with the head. And it is because the rig in Mixamo, the Mixamo did not create a rig and a head. So I'm gonna go ahead in rig tab still, I'm gonna click on configure, okay? Configure, so you can see that the head's missing here, right? It doesn't have a head, okay? Right there, it has the legs, it has the bones, it has the torso, it has the arms, hands. But if you go down, the head's missing. Fair enough, right? Totally fine with that because the character is, well, let me click here again. The character is, the entire character pretty much is a head, right? So that's pretty fair. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead to the head here. Okay, body, head, and you can see there are a few things missing here. You see the neck, there's a neck here. I'm gonna click on this button, head, and type head right there. So you see Mixamo head, okay. I could click top of the head too, right there, you see it. I could click top of the head, but just by clicking the head, it did the job already, okay. It's not asking for the top of the head, it's just for the head. And then I will go ahead and click on apply here, okay, apply. After apply, it created a head, right? Let me see what it looks like, okay. Let me see, okay. All right, I needed to move this a little bit, little bit here because so this one here, let me see, need to adjust it. So this is the head, the top of the head, okay. So I need to adjust the rig a little bit because there are a few things missing. So let me see. So this one here, let me see. So this is the top of the head, okay. This one here is the head. So I need to adjust a little bit of this rig, okay. It's a little bit, go this down, a little bit more in. Okay, it's a little bit more in like that. The top of the head I'm gonna just drag to the front, rotate, and go a little bit down, because let me see what it look like. Oh, let me rotate here. Let's go a little bit down, because that's the top of the head. There you go. And a little bit to the back. Okay. Now it's fair, right? So that look like that's better. And now we're just gonna apply. There you go. Better. So nothing is missing here. Okay, it's really good. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah. This is select humanoid here. Let's just go to legacy. I'm gonna just go generic. I'm gonna apply. Just make sure that things are fine here. Or let's just clear this console to make sure that things are fine. Let's see, humanoid, apply again. Let's see if we get any error. Ooh, it's missing an error here. Let's see. Head is not found still. Let me see here. There's a head here. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna just apply. Oh, head. I'm gonna just, let's see here. All right, I'm gonna just click on head. And I'm gonna apply. Done. And apply. All right. Let's see what's gonna happen here. What's gonna happen? Generic. Apply. Let's see, humanoid, apply. All right. I think I should not redo. I'm just redoing to make a test, but it's actually clearly going back. It's taking off the head all the time. So let me just add the head here and just not change anything. Head and apply. All right, that sounds good. That sound. Let's see if there's anything missing. There you go. That sounds good. The arrow, it didn't come out. There you go. The arrow disappeared from the console, which is great. So this sounds fair enough now. So what I would do, the first thing is I have my my character here. I'm gonna drag my character. Let's see, third person controller. I'm gonna drag my character right under this geometry here. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, right here. Okay, under the geometry. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag my character right under geometry, so you can see my characters here. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Okay, to be the same size as the other player. And now it's very, very important. Okay, very, very, very important that you got this one here. Actually, let me just go back here a little bit. Third person controller. Let me see. Player amateur. Actually should be right here. Okay, hold on. Let's go back. Delete the object. Go into third person controller. Enter there right here. Okay, there's a little button here. Third person controller. There you go. Third person controller. Go into the armature. See the geometry here. Armature mesh. There is geometry. That's right here. Player armature. Okay. So you're gonna get the character and put the character right under player armature here. See it? Right there, under player armature. Okay. This geometry here. Okay. Hold on. Let me just get the character a little bit bigger as I planned right there. Same height. This geometry here. This geometry. This mesh is related to this character here. You want to you want to click on this little eye icon key to make it disappear. Okay, you want to hide it. Okay. The player armature here is going to be very important. I told you to look for this. Okay, so the player armature now is going to be, you see that starter as a third person. You don't need to change this. You can leave it, but the armature avatar, okay, armature avatar. You're gonna find the armature avatar of your newer 3D object. So the avatar is this button here. You see output avatar when you see this little icon here. So you're gonna find inside of avatar here. So when you click on this little circular button, you're gonna see there. You see output avatar. So select it. Okay. So select that one. So there's aperture avatar. Okay. All right. So I will go back here to this button. I'm gonna just go back. So you can see there are two players here. Okay. There are two players there, right? Okay, so I'm gonna hide my here very quick. Okay, you wanna hide this geometry. Okay, this is gonna be important for you to hide. Okay, when you click on a game, there's another thing going on here. The Mixamo sent, if you click here on the player that you created from Mixamo, it sends a camera with it, and this camera is pretty much having a problem with the other camera, the camera that was already in the game, which is, you see, main camera. Don't delete this camera. Okay, just go ahead and check here. Just select, if you see an extra camera, select. You always want to have the camera, main camera showing, but go ahead, click on camera here. Now you have the object. Okay, just uncheck. Okay, again, is inside of my 3D model. Okay, if you have a camera. If you don't have a camera, you don't have to worry, because you already had a camera already available from the templates. It comes with the camera already. Okay, all right, so I have the geometry, few things here. You can see that the camera is so close, and I don't want that. I want to be able to see a little bit more of the character, okay, into the setup. So there are things here. If you see the main camera, if you click on the third part, let me see. If you click on the main camera here, there's some options that you can play with here. There's the aperture. Let's see what we can do to change a little bit. Let's see, to change a little. Let's go to the scene here. Actually, to the game would be better to see the distance, because it's too far out things here. It's hard to see. Let me see. Let's go to follow camera. Let me see. Yeah, click on this follow camera here. That's kind of the follow camera, because actually is the camera on the back. Follow camera and focal point right there. Just put a little bit that I want to see far away a little bit. You can see here in the legs of the character, that other character is still there, okay, and the character is this geometry here, the armature mesh. Look, so see the geometry, just by hiding it didn't do the job. So what you can do, come to the skin mesh renderer and uncheck. So you can see here, that's the mesh you want to uncheck. So now you don't have the character anymore. Okay, right there, it's just gone. As you can see, that was right there inside of my character. Okay, all right, so after that, you're pretty much set up. So let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna click play, and we're gonna see what we got. Okay, so when I click play, right there, you can see that my character is already in a position. The bodies went down, my character is moving a little bit. I am moving with the mouse a little bit. I can use the mouse to move. And I'm gonna click the arrows on the keyboard to see what's happening. when I click the arrows on the keyboard, that's it, right there. My character is moving. The feet is a little bit under the ground. You can see I'm gonna just move the feet a little bit up. You can see that's under the ground. I'm gonna just go ahead and click 2 times on my character. I hit it right there. I'm gonna move up a little bit because the feet was too on the ground right there. Go on the ground a little bit more right there. That's good. Let me see now in the game right there. It's over ground. Okay, I'm gonna save it. Click play. Let's see what it looks like now. So it's walking a little bit better. All right, good. It's still a little bit in the ground, but not too much right there. So you can see it's walking pretty fine. It's pretty. The arms is down. Hands a little bit weird, but that's not too bad. And I can jump. I can click the what is that? The space key. I can go back. So it didn't turn out too bad, right? Just pretty fine. So again, that's how you. I mean, that's at least is a good start on how to create a character. I mean, you save a lot of times. All these scripts are already written for you. It's so much job done already by Unity, by the software, that you don't need it to do. So that's kind of pretty much, and that's how I've been playing. I've been exploring the software and the many good things that Unity, set, especially for people who wants to start working with Unity, who doesn't have a lot of experience in coding. So I think this is a really good start for you. So take advantage of this, watch the entirety of the video. I know that's a long one, but that's how you do it, okay? So take advantage of it, and I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe the channel, support the channel, share the channel with your friends. Ask questions in the commentary. I'm happy to help. Reach out at any time. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Watch all the other videos in the other channels, and I see you in the next video. All right. Bye bye.